Hoi. Anyway, I hope you liked that mess because there's more where this came from.
By the way, hi from
From Keith?
Yeah, we're in Maine.
Oh.
It's about the streaming thing. Yeah, maybe not Akira, but maybe Leica stop motion Caroline, or maybe box shows or Paranormal, something brighter. So maybe more people can join. Yeah, but we can discuss this later. This is nothing for game stream. This is nothing for game stream.
Okay, I finally got the freaking rhythm. Are you okay, Annie? Are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? You've been hit by, you've been struck by a smooth criminal. Dum 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 bum bum.
Dum, da, dum,
Can I even?
dum.
Is that? Okay. Why is it moving now? Oops. Okay. What is here? What is this? Why can I not go there? Is there any way to skip these frigging extremely long cutscenes?
Tap out, Alt F4.
Okay! Was that an antacid? Oh god. Don't you have any pride in your coding skills? God. You don't just scratch that. You use a frigging mask.
Texture pack is not enabled. Did you fix the recording or did you leave it?
Good question. I think I fixed
You're
it.
just asking for a friend.
Yeah, the friend is probably someone we both know because those other people are the only people who want to watch us dingers play. Oh god. Why the fuck does it still look like a 2v you know what? Do I have to click something? Oh yeah, right. Yes, yeah, I fixed it. Is there anything I have to click? I don't see anything else. I would say why I do this is so easy, but then I just embarrassed myself by dying to this boss. Ah, that's how. And retractable teeth. Okay, I did not expect that. Oh yeah, the sound is getting a lot more hollow when you die. Like, instead of a nice toothy boop, it goes into a bap.
Squishy. Delectable.
Wood. Now we fall. Oh god, it's a strawberry.
Oh yeah, I see it. Oh god. Oh god.
I poke its eye.
Have you ever been so angry you poke someone's eye with your tongue?
And if yes, are you Yoshi?
Ah.
I died.
Ah. Yeah. That was...
I need to stop clicking the sector, see the mouth.
Close it. Poke it. Close it. Poke it. Is it doing anything? Is it doing anything?
I don't know, yeah.
Yeah.
We're irritating it.
Is it getting more irritated? Because I'm not sure if anything is happening. Oh yes, close. Very close, close. Yeah, it's getting more irritated.
God. This is the lamest boss fight ever. Well, not ever,
It's
but
literally button mashing.
at least it's not quick time event, the boss. But woo! Okay! And it explodes.
Hopefully. Oh, yeah. Actually, it looked like a pillow exploding.
This game is very disturbing.
Eternal light?
Yeah.
Okay. It's ruined. Everything is ruined and as good as that. And they are having now dinner. Oh boy. What is
Oh no.
it?
Ah, he's choking! The TV static.
Sorry, I'm lagging pretty bad at the moment.
Yeah.
I could barely understand you.
Anyway, there was a TV static, and I think this is it actually. Would I say I enjoyed this? Yes, mostly because of the trash talking we did during it.
And cutting it out.
Oh no.
I don't understand the word. Okay, what the fuck did we just play?
That's a very good question. I mean, most of the fun I personally had came from playing it together with my best friend. By itself, the game is... I would give it actually pretty much a pass if we weren't been doing it together. What's this? What's this? Oh, I can look into here. Oh, are those the different stages?
Are we missing one in the upper right corner? Oh no, those are the
Flashback stages. Like, teeth,
yeah, those are
spider,
the items
arms,
used.
whatever that was. This thing. Ugh, God. But it looks like this is a chapter select.
So I guess that is it.
That's literally it. It's...
Those are the credits, I guess.
yeah.
Beethoven of code. Nice.
Yeah, Nato Meat. I'm not gonna pronounce this.
Beethoven of
I have a big spread
Simon Lukaski.
dedicated to my son, Max. That looks like it's... Ja, der Vier Voices. Vatos, Geiger, Singer, Ella, Eli, Mazus. What the... Magician of Unity.
Yeah, that's true. You have to be a magician to use it.
If I don't find that Unity that hard. PewDiePie!
Quite hard, quite fast. If you do complicated engine shit, stuff. Yeah, okay, but yeah, okay, I'm not so experienced.
Markiplier, PewDiePie.
Weird people. And why do only the big ones get mentioned? All the rest is like, oh yeah, by the way, thanks to all the Kickstarter backers. Yeah. The little people get
Okay. That seems to have been...
everything.
Yeah, oh god.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, so this episode is a bit shorter. Okay, so let's do a verdict and an analysis of this game. I'm gonna close the Bulbboy game because honestly,
Yeah. Cut it.
yeah. But we're not gonna stop recording just yet. We're gonna at least make a quick a thing which Magic Teddy. This game
So you want to grade it? You want to give it a review now after playing it?
yeah, not just a review, but also from a coder standpoint analysis. I mean, the review is, oh god, that thing is gross. Why would anybody do this?
Good question.
Yeah, but from a coding perspective, it's a pretty simple game, more focused on the spectacle of the game than on any big gameplay mechanics. You don't really have a main gimmick. You don't have a unique selling point. Well, unless you count growth as the unique selling point.
Okay, true.
So, how is it from a coder's perspective? It is pretty bare bones. It's not that interesting, to be honest. It's a literal point. It is okay. If we strip away all of the graphics, you can, well, not anymore, but you could have gotten like 15 of these kind of games on new grounds on the Flash player. The Unity is the new Flash player.
That's a hard disk for Unity. Man, okay, I understand what you mean. Yes,
Yeah.
the engine is simple enough to do it in Flash. You don't need necessarily to use Unity. It's way too powerful to do that.
Yeah, and not only that, that one is. I mean, from the graphics point, it was decent. The whole lightning thing with that was also, let's say, okay. A lot of it was probably just masks diffusing light.
Yep.
And semi-transparency, but
you can easily do that with Flash and setting some transparency maybe, and it would be easy.
Yeah, I mean, there are literally, to my mind, are coming a few of the older Flash games that have the protagonist running around. Most of them looked shit, which is why this has the, let's say, actual selling point of decent graphics and decent-ish sound. I guess the grossness in the sound department of the sounds was intended. If not, you should get your ears checked. But overall, not a lot of story, not a lot of meta lore I could see. Especially with the chase sequence, which the viewers haven't seen because I was too dumb to show. With the chase sequence of the worms, the direction upward wasn't that clear to me.
I mean, we could replay it.
Do we want to?
Good question. Ish, yeah, exactly. Ish.
Ish. It's like a ish. It's mostly to. I mean, it is
to get some footage, but I personally don't have to play this game at all again.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not. It's actually quite well done, I think, from the story, but it's the humor and artwork is uncomfortable. Yeah, but I think this is what they intended to.
Yeah, like there was
overall, I think it's too short, and there are not many things to do anymore. So
yeah, literally every puzzle was. Every room were, I think, at most 7 objects you could actually interact with.
I remember less, but I.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm thinking about
I know what you mean. Yeah, you're right. You're completely right. Sorry.
Yeah, no. I mean, that is the maximum number of objects. I think in all of them, and that was the one where you could jump from chandelier to chandelier, and there were 5 chandeliers, and then there were 2 objects you could that actually progress the plot. So
okay, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was very far and few between. There weren't that many ways to have a lot of, let's say, humorous were missing. Like, you go somewhere, you try to pick something up, and boom, you die, just for the laughs.
No, there were some in there. I mean,
Yeah.
I can see that's quite complicated to think of all these ways where you die and how to interact and how to make it fun. I know, but there were some in there. Yes, maybe not
No.
enough.
I'm not gonna say this. I'm not gonna say they did a shit job on it. It is. First of
You
all,
just
it's
wish they had more of these fail endings.
yes.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. You are
This
completely
is
right. Yeah.
this is better than anything that I've actually put out there for now, especially since I'm only having a coder and an artist. We do not have anyone for sound, so it's all borrowed,
Liberated.
We have brought a democracy.
Oh yeah. It's called communism.
Yeah.
Your sound effects are now our sound effects. Yeah, okay, I understand. No, anyway, overall, yeah, it could be done in an easier engine. It did not have to be Unity for many things. True.
Yeah,
I was thinking of maybe it's a little bit short after all. I mean, okay, it's mentioned as a short game, so
yeah,
I expected that, but I mean, it had some potential, I think.
Yeah, it had a lot of potential. The animations were smooth. The whole sequence with the being a spider and crawling up on the ceiling, that was awesome.
They really thought of many different ways how to move. I mean, the fish, the spider, the normal body. It's actually quite a good idea.
Normal body, and then when you throw your head on the chandeliers and hop from one to the other.
I like that mechanic. That was a nice, good touch.
I think that's a bit. It's a bit of its downfall. This biggest strength. The biggest strength is that each room is unique. Each single room stands by itself. Each sequence. The beginning sequence, then the whole chandelier sequence. We have the kitchen, followed by the poop monster, and then we have the whole underwater thing, which is first you are just head and roll around, and then you get the fish upgrade, and then the short sequence when you play as the spider. It is all. Each one of these is like a mini game, not like the Mario Party kind, but as like a tiny game by itself. It could have been different. It could be different graphics and everything. A lot of the things don't even really mesh that well together. It's not a bad game. It had potential. If its goal was to gross us out, 10 out of 10 for that. But it felt like it felt like a discounter point and click from back when I was 10, 12. Back when I was 12, you could go into a hardware store, and at the exit there was a bargain bin with crappy point and click games, like €1 or €2 per game. They were not that good. I think they all have been made with some kind of engine, and this one had a bit of a feeling of that, if not for the outstanding graphics. The graphics and audio, but the gameplay.
Yeah, it was a little bit lacking. Yeah. But for point and click, it's a short point and click. Entertained 2 to 3 hours roughly. Maybe a little bit less.
Yeah, and I wouldn't call it a game. It's an experience.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, that's not to downplay what they did. It's still an experience, and it's rather intense experience as that, but a game needs also replayability. There was no dialogue, no witty observations about the surroundings, which they probably did because they wanted to have a game that everyone can play, independent of language. It was quite well done in that aspect, but that limited it as well. Overall, if you've seen it once, let's put it that way: speedrun potential 0. If you can't speedrun, if a game isn't worth being speedrun, then what is there for replayability? I mean, even in the Telltale games, I'm not that big of a fan of replaying them. You play them once, and then maybe you replay them a second time to see all the different options, and then to see that every single decision you ever made was pointless.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but there's at least a little bit of replayability there. I mean, basically all decisions in the end lead more or less to the same outcome. Yes.
Yeah, but there are a few paths, a few dialogue options that only under certain circumstances. That is what makes gives them replayability, not speedrunability, but replayability. But this game, once played, the only, let's say, hard puzzle in the 3 or so hours we played this, the only thing I would actually consider there are two hard puzzles, which I would consider actually hard puzzles. And the first was the flying beads.
Yeah. I didn't think that was so difficult.
Yeah, which is...
I found one of the earlier puzzles that you solved way more difficult for me. I didn't see that coming in the very beginning, all these kind of... You go into this cupboard, and you have to rearrange stuff to catch a bug, which you in the end feed to the spider on the door. That was
right.
I think the first part.
That's it's also more of a sporadic thing. There are a few good puzzles. I mean, especially the beginning. The beginning I was a big fan of. Then it turned from creepy to gross.
Yeah, that was a little bit disappointing, I have to say. But, what was the target audience for this game?
What or who?
I think the younger players, I guess.
Maybe it's also Let's Players, which technically is us, but not quite, because we're not professional Let's Players. We are doing this because of fucking pandemic.
Yeah, that's true.
And this is the best way you can hang out with your friends. So we're not the target audience. I think the target audience actually is professional Let's Players. So like, and the game we're looking at today is Bulbboy. It was a Kickstarter, and then you commentate on everything, and ew, that's gross. Ew, it's a lot of visual spectacle with nothing happening more or less in the sound department that isn't just sound effects, so you can talk over it. It is like designed to be Let's Played. You just play it and you can talk over it without anything missing. You not like Little Hope, Man of Medan, Red Dead Redemption, the Telltale games that are all of those very story-heavy games, which you can't really Let's Play in the classical way, or rather in the profitable way of you'd sit there and I'd go like,
yeah.
But this one, you could. It was like, and look at this, or all the little references like the E.T. cartridges just buried there, and the Skeletor, He-Man. They're all little references sprinkled throughout to give Let's Player a bit more to talk about, to give them a few pointers if they are stuck and don't know what to say. It honestly seems like it was designed for Let's Players, for the YouTube Let's Play This crowd.
Okay.
Doesn't make it a bad game, or rather, doesn't make it a bad
But it's not for you.
experience.
In the end, it's not for you.
Yeah, it's something it's an experience, and that experience can also be over YouTube. So if you chose us for this experience, then I apologize for the 40 minutes of just you looking at me being an idiot and forgetting to actually show you the game.
Yeah, it's literally a reaction video.
Yeah, it's the most it is the most pure kind of reaction video. And if anyone is like, no, this is no, this is literally just me reacting to me watching to playing a game. This is original content as it's at its purest, more or less. Mainly because I'm an idiot who forgot to switch the camera. But overall, from a gamer's perspective, from a writer's perspective, from a coder's perspective,
But I mean, what would you change in this game? I mean, first off, I guess it's part of the charm and part of the whole game itself that there's nothing to read, there's no speech, they only make noises, weird ones. I guess this is part of the art style. I personally also do not like it. I would have liked a little bit of world building or something like that. I also do not like these games where there's nothing written and the characters don't speak and only make these weird noises. But yeah, what you gonna do?
Well, if I would have to be the one who made this game, first of all, I wouldn't have made it because this isn't bashing the developers, but that's not the kind of game as it is. As I was, there would have been a lot more text, and then the whole game would be basically for. But if I would have to do it, there would be one thing which I would add, like only add and not change anything. That would be world building. Have a bit more of the world, of the everything around it. Don't just have this little boy who is gross, but show us a bit more of a bigger picture. Are those three the last people on Earth? Are those three actual psychopaths who go out and hunt people, and those were just the spirits of the people come back to haunt them? Could be. That would have actually been, a bit of lore, which would have been very interesting if they had more hints toward it. If there actually are hints toward it, and we missed it, then I'm gonna take it back, and this game is awesome. But that's that's the thing. I wouldn't if I change anything, then I would change the whole thing. But only adding one thing would be more world building. That is how I would improve this game. That's mine. What's your take from this? What would you add or change?
Good question. In this case, actually, I would change it in a way that less poopy humor, maybe a little bit more horror. And second off, I would like to add sometimes some options, that you have optional paths to take instead of just a very linear point and click progression. I mean, okay, yeah, it's kind of a point and click adventure. There mostly is only one way to solve a certain problem. maybe like have a choice that you go left or right, and depending on that, you have a different boss in the end. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but
No, not
actually, if I would change something, I would like to have a little bit more scares and horror in there instead of these poopy jokes.
Yeah.
I found this more disgusting, so I would change the art style in some regions. For example, the turkey was good and scary and less poopy joke. Then the next the third boss, or I don't know how it's called. Okay, leave that in, but maybe all the other monsters after that, they were just basically, third variations.
Yeah.
I don't like it so much, and especially the last boss.
Oh god, yeah,
They kind of got boring at some point.
yeah.
I mean, difficult to say right now on the spot, but sorry,
Make
but
it
the
more
last one
horror.
was basically a rehash of everything we did until so far. It was basically poopy caca jokes with some intestines. Yeah, okay. No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
No.
It was just too much gross in the end.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so that's our take. Our take from it. If you have a different take, leave it in the comments, like any other YouTuber would say, or just write us on Discord. If you're watching this, you probably have us on Discord. Just tell us what you think there, and if not, then don't. But overall, nice experience. Not really the kind of game I hoped it would be. So, so that was this episode. I think the last 20 or so minutes were just us talking and analyzing the game, but people don't really come in here to watch the games. There are people better at making these game videos entertaining. I get too easily lost in these, so you're watching it probably for us, so I hope you had fun. That was it for part 3. I'm gonna upload them as soon as I can. So if you see this, you already know that it's been uploaded. It's always weird to record something for people to watch later without a script. Anyway, if you like gross humor and these very simplistic, you need to these very extremely simplistic, not even. There are literally point and click games, not point and click adventures. If you like this kind of stuff, go for it. If you want to be like PewDiePie or Markiplier or anyone else, this is the perfect game to just talk over all the time, because nothing ever really happens that you can't talk over. So if you like it, that's okay. We're not gonna play it again, but it wasn't really that bad. So bye, until next time.
Bye.